Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the Daily Dizzle for Friday, December 10th. As always, I am Tommy Dizzlemits. Today we've got a look at the box office battle shaping up for the weekend between the third Chronicles of Narnia movie, the latest in that series, coming out. Also coming out is The Tourist, starring Johnny Depp and Angelina Jolie. There's a few other limited releases coming out, looking to cut into Black Swan's audience as well, so we'll get to that later. Right now we've got the news shorts, though, for movies, the latest stuff, a few things about Alien, James Franco, a few other random tidbits that we didn't get a chance to get to yesterday. Right now, live via the time machine from yesterday, we have Tommy Dizzlemits live in the field, already in progress. Take it away, Mr. Dizzlemits. Time to jump right into the upcoming movie news. Few movies had a few sets of stills released today. The latest upcoming Pirates of the Caribbean, On Stranger Tides. New photos have been released from that. One of them in particular shows Captain Jack Sparrow taking a very familiar escorted walk. If you've seen any of the other movies, it felt like I was going through deja vu watching it, almost like when I saw the Transformers 3 poster yesterday. Regardless, if you're interested in the Pirates, you can go and check that out. There's also been some photos released of Emma Stone for Spider-Man 3D. Some of her first days of filming. Looks like a funeral sequence of some kind. If I had to give any kind of guess, it would be Uncle Ben's. But their photos are starting to come out from that, which means Spider-Man shooting is in fact underway. There were also some set photos that came out. We did talk about X-Men Wolverine yesterday. There's also another spin-off coming, X-Men First Class, kind of going into how the X-Men program was formed. There's some set construction going on. Photos that look like the X-Men jet being built. So there's going to be a lot coming out on that in the upcoming weeks as well. Now speaking about comic books, Tom Hardy, if anyone has seen Inception, they know who he is, the big bloke who whips out the grenade launcher in the trailer, who actually has a very good role throughout the movie. He has been not rumored, it's almost confirmed at this point, that he is going to be in The Dark Knight Rises. It's just a rumor as to what role he might actually take. However, he's actually looking into another movie where he might join up with Shia LaBeouf, where they might play two members of a family who were, around the time of Prohibition, pretty much they were a fierce criminal gang who were promoting the moonshine trade. So both of those guys, whether you love them or hate them, they can both act, and if the two of them are being that tough guy routine together, I think Tom Hardy and Shia LaBeouf actually almost resemble each other enough to have that brotherly thing going on, especially if they are cast in the role of the two brothers, which I can only hope for. Cirque du Soleil. Anyone who's seen Knocked Up knows not to trip mushrooms and go see them. Unfortunately, you might not be able to avoid it much longer because Cirque du Soleil is actually going to be trying to break into making family movies. And James Cameron is actually producing that. I guess Avatar was starting to open his eyes to some things that Cirque du Soleil can only take over from here. So, maybe we'll even see some Cirque du Soleil dance numbers coming out in Avatar 2 in a couple of years at the rate this is going. In the Lord of the Rings news, The Hobbit, the casting is starting to pick up for that. Right now, the rumor is Orlando Bloom might be joining back up for that. Orlando Bloom, besides being seen in the Pirates of the Caribbean movies, he hasn't really done much in the last few years other than a quick part in the anthology movie New York, I Love You. So it would be interesting to see him come back onto the big screen. Speaking of New York, I Love You, it's a movie not many of you have probably seen, but it's definitely got one of the biggest all-star casts who all appear pretty much in 5-minute segments throughout the movie. We actually did a highlight video for that. It was one of our first ones we did. You can actually give a look for that. Typing in Dizzlemits, New York, I Love You. That should bring it up. Otherwise, check out our YouTube channel, and you can find a direct link to that. Armie Hammer, I don't know if any of you have seen the Social Network. He played both of the twin brothers in that movie. He might actually be playing J. Edgar Hoover in an upcoming film as well. Him and Charlize Theron are both up for roles in the Clint Eastwood biopic. If that one actually came through between Clint Eastwood's directing and Charlize Theron and Armie Hammer acting, that could be one of the better biopics that has come out in some time. Russell Brand might be giving his own Beetlejuice-esque spin to an old concept. 70s British children's show, Rent-A-Ghost. He might be pretty much spinning it. I'm not exactly familiar with it, but definitely Russell Brand plus Beetlejuice seems like it could be one of the funniest and most epic things to come along in quite a while. Some news with that: Anne Hathaway and Bradley Cooper are going to be joining some kind of drama for the Weinstein Company. Honestly, when I see Weinstein Company, I usually don't think too much of it because half their movies don't even make it to release. And the description just seems like Hathaway, following her love and other drugs path into another similar movie. But the fact that she was cast in it must mean that Love and Other Drugs did exactly what she needed to do for her career. She can get similar movies. She'll keep working. I'll keep seeing her on the screen, and that's okay because I like Anne Hathaway. I like Bradley Cooper too, but until more comes out, and the fact that it's a Weinstein movie for now, I'm gonna ignore that. New Year's Eve is an upcoming movie. If anyone has seen Valentine's Day, they're pretty much describing New Year's Eve as a sequel, quasi-sequel to it. You're not going to see any of the same characters, but you're going to see the same makers and same basic idea. Right now, Jessica Biel and Modern Family Sofia Vergara, she's actually, both of them are going to be in. Biel is going to be playing a pregnant woman who tries to win a cash prize given by a hospital to the couple who are first to give birth on New Year's Day. In addition to that, Abigail Breslin is also confirmed for it, and Robert De Niro, Michelle Pfeiffer, Hilary Swank, and Ashton Kutcher are in various stages of negotiation. If Ashton Kutcher does appear in that, I wonder if he would be playing the same guy from Valentine's Day, because I didn't know he was in that, but if he does pop up as someone different, it might be a little confusing. Maybe I think too much about that kind of stuff, though. We're going to talk about this movie just for the title, Die in a Gunfight. It's apparently Zac Efron, another movie he's going to be doing in the next couple of years. He's obviously trying to get out of his High School Musical, Charlie St. Cloud typecasting that he's been stuck in. His next project he's going to be a con man in called The Art of Steal, and then after that it's a remake of a Swedish drug drama called Snabbycash. So it looks like Zac Efron's going to be a little bit gritty for a little while. Personally, he could just stick to the family comedy with 17 again, and I wouldn't mind that at all. That was pretty funny, as much as I don't give a shit about him. The new Alien franchise, things aren't moving along as quick as they would like it to. Originally, they were talking about trying to get it having a release date discussed. They were trying to get Leonardo DiCaprio into the lead role. I don't know why the company ever thought that was a realistic option, but due to Leo no longer, them not being able to try and even get his involvement, now they are kind of trying to run along a time frame that they don't even know about. Various character descriptions have come out. There's a rumor even that the new Alien movie was just going to be called Paradise. A lot of that is being talked down, so we won't know for sure how it's moving along, but we do know that it is moving along, and we will be seeing more aliens at some point soon. So, James Franco, I don't know if anyone heard that he made an appearance on General Hospital for a little while. It was very well regarded. He actually credits it, his appearance on General Hospital, to helping him get more acting skill, for the fact that trying to learn a script for every day of shooting, a new script, is a lot to take in. At this point, though, I don't know if you've heard that he was going to be hosting the Oscars this year, and General Hospital actually has 2 episodes that he will be appearing in right around Oscar time. Thank you once again, Mr. Dizzlemits. That is, as always, above average reporting. So we don't have much time left tonight, but what we did want to get to, the box office for this weekend, the battle that's shaping up. Like we said, we've got the latest Chronicles of Narnia movie, The Voyage of the Dawn Treader. Disney released the first 2, but after the second one, they moved it to the summer movie season. Being a family movie that was marketed more as an action movie, that took away over half of what the first one earned. The movie did not open as well as the first, and because it did not have a holiday season to stand on, it did not perform well. This one, not only are they giving it the holiday season, but they're giving it the 3D to try and boost it up. I'm not sure if it's ever going to reach the heights of the first movie, which rode the holiday season, and actually ended up eclipsing King Kong, which everyone thought was the guaranteed big money maker of the season years ago. This one, I expect it to open somewhere between the 55 and high 60 million of the first one, probably in the 60 million range because of the 3D boost. Maybe it'd be close to the opening of the first one. Not sure if the legs will perform well just because of all the other holiday family movies that they do have coming out. Also releasing out this weekend, The Tourist with Johnny Depp and Angelina Jolie. Kind of marketed as an awesome action thriller kind of deal. They're not expecting it to do as well in America as around the world, basically because in Europe they can sell it as Hollywood stars actually being in Europe. I still expect it to do alright, probably 27 million, around that range for the opening. If the advertising keeps up as is and people don't hate it when it comes out. There's a few other random limited movies. Black Swan, of course, everyone will have the eyes on that one to see how it performs, if it can hold up well and keep going and establish himself as an Oscar contender. But speaking of Oscar contenders, we've got The Fighter starring Mark Wahlberg, and the actor that people actually regard as a shoo-in this year for Best Supporting Actor, Christian Bale. Good to see that he's recovering from the days of his Terminator rants being leaked online. That's going to be opening in 4 theaters. It's going to be going into wide release over the next couple of weeks, but I do expect some big numbers coming in regards to the per theater average. So we'll be reporting on all of that as well on Monday. In other box office news for the weekend, it will be interesting to see if Harry Potter and Tangled can kind of hold some ground, or if they're going to keep tumbling. Over the last couple of days, Harry Potter during the week actually overcame Tangled to reclaim the box office throne during the week, as we said. But under the 2 family movies there, it'll be interesting to see how much ground the other movies really lose. Usually coming into the beginning of December, everything kind of drops out for a while, and then the big releases for that month kind of hold their ground once the holiday season comes. So we'll be reporting on that on Monday. We'll also be reporting on the NFL games that are shown in the East Coast. So once they're done, we'll have some coverage on that. For the Daily Dizzle recommends for the day, it's Friday night. Why not go with a little bit of Friday night stand-up on Comedy Central if you happen to be around? So that's it for the Daily Dizzle for Friday, December 10th. We thank you guys for joining us. Don't forget to keep checking out our website, our Dizzlemits YouTube channel. You can follow us on Twitter. We'll have all those addresses at the end of this for you. Once again, thank you for joining us. I am Tommy Dizzlemits, and we hope to see you on Monday.